everyone, and welcome back to my channel. On this video, we will be talking about body recomposition. First of all, we're going to dissect exactly what is body recomposition, how to properly eat for it and make sure that you get the best results, and finally, what mistakes to avoid so that you don't delay your progress and that you don't actually gain more fat than muscle. There's a lot I want to discuss in this video, and I'm so excited to get started, so let's go ahead. So body recomposition is the process of losing body fat while maintaining body muscle. Instead of focusing only on shedding weight and losing all of your fat, you're also focused on developing that muscle structure. I think body recomposition is important because you are focused on restructuring yourself and rebuilding yourself in a healthy way. In a lot of the ways, this could be more encouraging because not only do you get physically stronger, but you also become more toned, which is great instead of just shedding the pounds. And sometimes you can get weaker. All right, now for the tips. This is what I highly recommend to do for body recomposition. And when it comes to eating and making sure that you're getting the most out of it and that you're not just pointlessly shedding pounds. First thing you want to do, and I feel like this is so important, is eat high protein foods. When you think of muscles, they are made of protein. Anytime you work out, you are essentially tearing muscle fibers. And in order for them to heal back together, you need protein. Protein has amino acids that helps to rebuild and repair those muscles. That is what's going to help your muscle recovery. This is why high protein is so important with recomposition, because without enough protein, muscles don't rebuild properly and your strength gains slow down tremendously. So all of a sudden you're losing a lot of weight and not developing that lean muscle that you would have otherwise had if you were including a lot of protein in your diet. So when I think of high protein foods, I'm just thinking chicken, salmon, eggs, avocado toast, maybe for breakfast, Greek yogurt with berries, banana, potato, broccoli, things like that. And make sure that you are not only getting high protein foods, but avoiding foods that are also high in saturated fats as well. Okay, so the second tip that I have when it comes to eating for body recomposition, you want to make sure that you are eating enough calories. I did not understand this for the longest, and I feel like I just want to let you guys know so you don't waste your time and you don't feel discouraged along your process. So it's important to know that if you don't eat enough calories, you start to burn muscle, and that is not what we want. We want to get rid of fat, but we want to keep our muscles so that we can grow it and make it more lean and toned. Your body needs fuel to build that muscle, like I said before, especially foods with high protein, so that when you work out and when you're creating those micro tears, you have enough amino acids to be able to rebuild that structure. So I feel like that is so important. Please do not starve yourself during this process. Make sure that you are eating enough protein and enough calories. All right, number 3 tip that I have is to avoid only doing cardio. I feel like cardio is definitely an important aspect to weight loss for sure, but don't only do cardio. Definitely strength train, meaning definitely get your squats in, do some weightlifting so that you can start to tone and build that muscle. Don't just focus simply on burning and losing the fat. I feel like cardio is important to be a supportive part of the process, but not the main picture. And for me personally, I feel like I do 5 minutes of cardio in the beginning of my workout. And then afterwards, I focus mainly on strength training. Depending on where you are in your weight loss journey, you may want to do maybe 10 minutes of cardio and then go to strength training. Cardio is excellent for shedding calories, but again, make sure you don't do it too much. Another tip that I have is try to be patient with yourself. I feel like this is obviously self-explanatory, but this does take time. I feel like in the beginning, when you start off, it can feel exciting, which is great. But you also have to remember this is a process and eventually you will see results. Sometimes other people see results before you do. Because you're always with yourself, you don't realize the small changes that's occurring. So I highly recommend to not be too hard on yourself and to definitely consider that the changes are happening, even if you don't physically see it in that moment. I feel like something that can be really confusing is if the scale doesn't move and you literally feel like you're pretty much in the same place. Keep in mind with body recomposition, you can literally be the same weight, but because you're building that muscle and losing that fat, you can't really tell based off of the scale. You have to really consider that as you're losing that fat, you're also developing muscle. So there's kind of a balance there. So don't feel discouraged, just keep going. And also, sometimes it's nice just to take pictures just to see how far you've come. Do not feel discouraged and keep in mind that it does actually do take time. All right, and my final tip is, of course, to get plenty of sleep. Muscle actually builds when you sleep. I feel like sometimes when I work out and then I take a nap or I go to sleep and then I wake up and I feel so like achy. Muscle does build when you sleep. When you sleep, your body repairs the fibers that have been broken throughout the workout and helps to really strengthen your muscles and make you stronger. So I definitely hope you guys got a lot of value from this video. This is just an introductory video explaining body recomposition. I'd be more than happy to go into more details if you guys would like me to. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys got a lot of value. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.